It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Ducks will kick it away to start. It bounds through the back. Zone, it'll be a touchback. The inside handoff. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Grab near the sticks, it's Stribling. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. Turning on the Jets. Wide open spaces. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why the...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Rebels. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
That ball scoots through the back of... and it'll be a touchback. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Moore to the air. Makes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Got his man downfield. He's running free down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Scanning the field is Simmons. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They just keep firing. Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Simmons. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Rebels come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Going to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Unloads to the right. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. Sends it back in motion. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore will throw. Here comes the heat. Makes a connection. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
To the air on first down. Quarterback adapting. He's got an open man. Quick step and go. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might be changing the route. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Moore to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Ducks will try to move the chains on 4th down. Motion from the back. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. 1st down and more. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. Going up top again. Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. And he used that big, powerful, stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Gets the back moving. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Diggs. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll leave it with him. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Simmons. A little release to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Third down coming up after that completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first down, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Watkins. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. It's Lee. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line, making side adjustments here. Moore will throw. Caught behind the line. It's Hughes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. They They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And now on second down for this offense. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Hughes. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
There he goes. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Ducks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ray. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
To the air, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Rebels are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got a man. It's hot. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Quickly to the tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
First half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And who goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hughes. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Might be calling a hot route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moore to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in on the right. Off to the races. The 20. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels!
I think coming into this game, we thought it was going to be a back-and-forth affair. What a great job executing on that touchdown. If they get this extra point, man, we are all tied up heading in at halftime.
That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. And the Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Casper. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
To the air on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He wants to change this route. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to swing it on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Wide open downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, first and goal.
The Rebels have it with a first and goal. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he added the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Benson. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the back. Moore to the air. Pulls it in. It's Moore. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come.
Makes the grab down the middle. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. Throws to the wideout. He's got it.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Stribling. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Finds a tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good. And then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate in the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Moore will throw. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Grab behind the line. It's Lacy. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. That is exactly why they call the running back the safety valve. They used it, and they used it to perfection.
Yeah, and you want to push the ball down the field. You want to make those big plays, but you see the defense. They bring the blitz. I got the running back open, dump it to him, let him do the rest, let him get the first down.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And thank goodness for those new age throwing techniques. It takes wear and tear off your arm because it ought to be tired by now over 450.
This guy could throw from all the different arm slots and arm angles he wants, Reese, but the end result is always the same. Completions and touchdowns. This dude's a machine.
And the Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Got it in the middle. It's Haas. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
to the air. It's Simmons. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Complete downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
Going to try to get it himself. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's some pressure. Caught. Close to the marker. It's Hughes. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Lowers those pads. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
To throw, it's Simmons. Might be looking to run. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Now on first down from the 30. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. The corners are walked up tight. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Rebels! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great game. Tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late. Take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Moore to the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's going up top here late in the game. Makes a catch down the right side. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And that receiver had nobody around. That's got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
A first down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Caught over the middle. It's Lee. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up?
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. It's caught downfield. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Wants to go up top on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. This offense offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Moore will throw. Bringing the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Offense changing the play. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. He'll take a shot. He's got it down the right side. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.